Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am creating a tiny gift box from Lawn Fawn for this new Lawn Fawnatics challenge. I first want to thank you all for the lovely comments on my previous cards, all the love. I really appreciate it. It made my heart melt. And I decided that I wanted to create something else with these adorable mice on ice stem set from Lawn Fawn, as well as participating on this challenge. So I am creating this tiny gift box, and I wanted to keep it in the same idea of my previous card. So I am creating some sort of a winter Christmassy tiny gift box. So here I am blending my gift box with some Stormy Sky. And I'm not covering everything, I just want it to appear like it's a wintry scene. So I'm adding a bit of my white gouache from Winsor and Newton. And then I am laying this tiny gift box aside so that I can start coloring my images. As I told you before, I'm using these mice on ice, and thanks to your lovely comments I decided to do some Noline coloring with it once more, using my Copics again, but this time using some warm grays instead of my browns. So you will see some similar ideas of how I am adding my details to these mice, just the same as in my card, but this time I am creating that little box. So I am adding my Copic Markers, and I got a comment last time that it might be easier if I use a finer tip, because you can add different tips on your markers. So I think that with my next purchase of markers I will also check out those finer tips, and who knows, maybe I change up some of my tips so that it's easier for me to color this all in. So now my coloring is finished, and this time I didn't have to stamp these skates again because I could see it still a bit with the Noline coloring ink from Ink on 3 that I used. So I just went over it with my Micron. For the faces, however, I will need to use some masking to get that in the right spots. So here I'm again using my purple tape as I did before in my previous video, and I'm just making sure that I have those eyes inside, and then I can use my River Rock. It's the gray ink that I got from Lawn Fawn. It's really handy because my mice are colored in gray. And now I'm using my black glaze pen to add on top of the eyes to let them stand out a bit more. I'm drawing in the mouths of the mice myself, also referring back to the stamp set while I am doing this. And now I am going to stamp out my little sentiment on the top of my box. It will say Joyful Winter, and I'm going to heat emboss this with some Nuvo embossing powder, Glacier white, but I'm first stamping it out with my Versamark clear embossing ink. Just to help me, I am using my powder tool so that the embossing powder won't stick on the places that I don't want it to. And then I can stamp out my sentiments. I am also going to add a little heart at the right corner above the sentiment, and that I am also going to heat emboss with that white embossing powder from Nuvo. Now everything is melted, so I am going to take the matching dies of my mice and I'm going to add this to my images using some purple tape so that it won't shift while I am die cutting it. And then I can assemble my box. So when I'm creating something that has already some score lines in it, I like to deepen them to help myself get it easier folded. So now I am going to assemble my box, and as I'm doing that you can really see that wintry scene that I wanted to create by adding that soft blend going even softer towards the bottom. So there is the white from the snow, and then it's getting darker and darker towards the top, where there is also again those white splatters which also represent snow. So that was the idea, keeping it really simple. And yeah, I also of course took some blue accessories for my mice to match my background. And now I am deciding where I am going to put each one, using again some Scor Tape to adhere it. and these ones I really wanted to have them cornered so that they would look to each other, but you also can see when you look at one side of the box that there is something following in the other side as well. So this is how I created my box. So that's it. It's already finished. It's really quick and easy to make. I must admit, you all encouraged me to color some more with my Copic markers, and I am planning to do another card and maybe another box. Again, quite similar, but yeah, we will see, maybe, in my next video. But till then, I am so happy that you stopped by, and I hope to see you next time as well. Thank you so much. Bye!